The Buu saga in Dragon Ball Z is either heavily liked or heavily disliked by Dragon Ball fans. There's no in between. However, one thing that everybody can agree on is that it totally changed the power system as we got introduced to Metamoran Fusion and new forms such as Super Saiyan 3 and the Ultimate form. One of the most heated inverse debates within Dragon Ball Z is Super Saiyan 3 Goku vs Ultimate Gohan / Mystic Gohan. Both displayed incredible feats throughout the Buu saga, but there doesn't seem to be a concrete answer on who is stronger. In this video, we'll go over both Goku and Gohan's power to see which of the two were truly the strongest by the end of the Buu saga, aka the strongest unfused fighter, as well as covering both the anime and manga. To understand just how strong Gohan is, we need to go all the way back to the beginning of the Buu saga to correctly understand his power. The Buu saga takes place 7 years after the Cell saga, and during the Cell saga we know that Gohan tapped into his rage power and unlocked Super Saiyan 2. He was able to defeat Cell and was definitively the strongest warrior on Earth. But during the 7 years of peace, he slacked off, which is made apparent by Vegeta. And if you want to know what happens if Gohan never stopped training, then go out check my other channel on a what if that I did on that. It's made even more apparent when Gohan transforms into Super Saiyan 2 to show off his power to Kibito, and Vegeta is unimpressed with his power, as he confidently states Gohan was far more stronger against Cell. The fact that Gohan slacked off and is now nowhere near his peak of power is constantly made a reminder to the readers, even more so when Gohan fights Dabura, who stayed to be around perfect Cell levels of strength. At best, he's only able to fight equally with him, which frustrates Vegeta even more. Gohan is the weakest of the Saiyans and is once again made definitive when Babidi unlocks the evil in Vegeta's heart, causing him to become Majin Vegeta. Majin, Vegeta, and Goku have their own fight, while this Gohan goes with Shin to stop Buu from reviving. And upon witnessing Goku transform into a Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta calls his power impressive and states, "You're stronger than Gohan was when he fought against Cell, at least." Despite Gohan currently lagging behind, this is insanely impressive considering it took both Goku and Vegeta 7 years to surpass Gohan, and they can only surpass Gohan's level of power that he displayed during the Cell games when they both tap into Super Saiyan 2, not regular Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, Gohan and Shin go to confront Babidi, but they are too late. Buu has resurrected and taken form of Fat Buu. Fat Buu is so strong that he slaps Dabura, who Gohan was equal to, which would logically mean that Fat Buu is far above Gohan and Shin in terms of power, which is made clear as they both lose horribly to Fat Buu. Gohan's presumably dead, Vegeta sacrifices himself, and Goku is able to wake back up and goes to confront Buu. Goku goes off to show Super Saiyan 3 to Fat Buu, putting him not just above all the fighters on Earth but even Fat Buu himself, as Goku states near the end of the Buu saga that he could have defeated Fat Buu but wanted to give the next generation a chance at defending Earth. Gohan's been surpassed twice, however it's revealed he's alive and training in the Kaioshin realm. He's able to accidentally free Elder Kai, who was sealed away in the Z Sword, and Elder Kai reveals he's able to unlock a fighter's potential, and after some time he does exactly that for Gohan. Many fans of Dragon Ball are confused at how the Ultimate form works, and to understand it, we need to remember that Gohan's true power comes from his rage. Every time Gohan gets angry, he essentially gets a rage boost and is able to display insane levels of power, and not only that, insane levels of potential. We saw it against Raditz, as he was able to surpass his power level and do more damage to him than Goku and Piccolo, and we see the same feats of freak strength shown against Frieza. It reaches its highest point when Gohan transforms into Super Saiyan 2, and this Super Saiyan 2 is actually far stronger than if Goku or Vegeta were to go Super Saiyan 2 during the Cell games, and this is because of the rage boost. Gohan not only gets the times 100 power multiplier that Super Saiyan 2 gives, but he gets an additional unknown multiplier thanks to the rage boost, essentially granting him 2 power-ups at once. Elder Kai was able to unlock this power from Gohan to use freely without having to get angry. So, to put it simply, Gohan's ultimate form allows him to access that rage power without needing anger as a trigger, and the form has no stamina issues like Super Saiyan 3 or even regular Super Saiyan. Ultimate Gohan is so powerful he absolutely destroys Super Buu, who even SSJ-3 Gotenks struggled to beat. Base Gotenks, after training in the Rumor Sphere in time, was stated to surpass Vegeta, but was still not enough to defeat Super Buu. So he transforms into a Super Saiyan 3 and breaks out of the Rumor Spirit of Time, and is able to give Super Buu a challenge, eventually proving himself to be equal. But not only an equal, though it's implied Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks would have defeated Buu, if not for the time limit running out. However, Ultimate Gohan was able to not only close the gap between him and Super Buu in terms of strength, but utterly surpass it. And by surpass, I mean surpass. Ultimate Gohan was in a league of its own when fighting Super Buu, and even Goten and Trunks admitted they were inferior. Lastly, even the Daizenshu states without question that Gohan has surpassed Gotenks. So just to recap, the scaling so far would be Ultimate Gohan over Super Buu equals SSJ-3 Gotenks over Super Saiyan 3 Goku over Fat Buu. And for those who think there's no way that SSJ-3 Gotenks could have surpassed Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you can check out the video in the description where I can go over this matchup in the future. However, as the Buu saga progresses, Gohan does not only get surpassed by Buu, Super Buu is able to absorb Gotenks, which forms Buu Tanks. In the anime, Buu Tanks and Gohan were actually somewhat relative, with Butenks eventually coming out on top. In the manga, however, it was no contest. Butenks was far stronger than Gohan. Even when Gohan got healed by Dende, which should give him a Zenkai boost, he was still nothing compared to Butenks. Luckily, Gotenks defuses inside of Buu, which causes Buu to revert to Buccolo, a form where he only has Fat Buu and Piccolo's power inside of him. But it's obvious that Buu has lost power. He's lost so much power that Goku directly says that Gohan could deal with him now. But pay attention to the fact that Goku said Gohan could. He didn't include himself. If Goku was stronger than Gohan, why wouldn't he bother to step in? Even if you claim that it was all because Goku wanted to give the next generation a chance, Goku later drops this sentiment when facing off against Kid Buu as he fights him alongside Vegeta, whereas Gohan, Goten, and Trunks are nowhere to be seen. Yes, they were dead when Kid Buu was born, but they later got revived. If Goku was so hell-bent on letting the kids finish their battle, it's possible he would have dropped the fight and came to collect Gohan, but he felt there were no need to. Even if you disagree with this statement, as admittedly it's not concrete that this was Goku's thought process, the fact of the matter is that there's so much overwhelming evidence that puts Ultimate Gohan over Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the Dragon Ball Z manga. Even when Buhan, the fusion of Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, and Fat Buu reverted to Super Buu, Goku still didn't want to fight him and said he's far stronger than them. Though when it comes to facing Kid Buu, Goku was confident that he could defeat him. Meanwhile, Gohan was able to destroy this version of Buu that Goku was afraid of. So by now, you probably get the idea when it comes to the manga. Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Goku. The anime, however, is vastly different, which I'll get into. When discussing SSJ3 Goku versus Ultimate Gohan in the anime, we need to understand a few things. We know that Goku got revived via Elder Kai, who gave him his life energy. Elder Kai had about 1,000 years of life energy left within him, and we know that energy is a huge component in Ki, which affects how powerful one's Ki is. Getting 1,000 years of life energy from a Kai would give Goku a massive power amp, but there's no exact multiplier. The same happens for Vegeta, as after being revived, he got far stronger. How do we know this? Not only is there a statement that correlates to the DBZ anime, which confirms Vegeta got stronger after reviving, but there's a direct evidence to suggest that this via simple scaling to explain prior to being revived, Vegeta's level of power as a Super Saiyan 2 had been surpassed by base Gotenks after training in the Room of Spirit and Time. Vegeta would get revived, fuse into Vegito with Goku, defuse inside of Super Buu's atmosphere, and be forced to fight against clones of SSJ3 Gotenks, Piccolo, and Gohan, who all have the same level of power as the originals. Why is this significant? Because Vegeta as a Super Saiyan is able to not only fight both Gotenks and Piccolo at the same time, but defeat them, both in the Dragon Ball Z's anime canon, and he does this just as a Super Saiyan. While this Gotenks should be 400 times stronger than Vegeta during the time of the Buu saga, and this is a very lowball number. But getting back to Goku, he also assists Vegeta in the fight against the clones, or what the Zaizenshu refers to as the fake Super Warriors. Goku's power boost that he received after getting revived by gaining Elder Kai's life energy is so great that just as a Super Saiyan, he surpasses and defeated fake Ultimate Gohan, who I mentioned was as strong as the real Gohan as stated by Goku himself. Goku sends Gohan's energy in the ultimate form and watched him fight, but if that somehow doesn't convince you that fake Ultimate Gohan is equal to the real version, it's stated in the Zaizenshu. This is what I meant when I said the results of this matchup are vastly different when bringing up the anime. The anime has many fillers which count as its own sort of canon, such as this exact scenario of Goku and Vegeta fighting against Gohan, Gotenks, and Piccolo inside of Buu. This is completely null from the manga, however, and they only free the Z fighters instead of fighting them. So in the anime, SSJ freed Goku over Ultimate Gohan. He was able to one-tap him as a Super Saiyan, and giving him Super Saiyan 3 would make him 8 times stronger, putting him even more ahead of Gohan. In the manga, however, Ultimate Gohan over Goku, and for those that are curious, even if we were to equalize Goku and Gohan's power and have them fight, Gohan would come out on top. This is because the ultimate form has no drawbacks compared to Super Saiyan 3, which has a massive stamina problem. It takes so much ki to keep up the form that even a stronger Goku in the anime can't keep using Super Saiyan 3 despite spending 5 minutes powering up. Even if Goku is the better fighter, if Gohan is able to last against his father for just long enough, Goku would lose power and drop out of his base form, which would give Gohan the victory. But remember, in the anime, he destroys.